Walking in, led off, racing for this Ladies Open. Highly unlikely and sang-froid. Matching it in the early skirmishes. Highly unlikely now just goes on from sang-froid, and the others are very close up. On the inside, Watch The Birdie is in third, or a share of that with Patrick Tombaroo. PLO is racing down the outside in the yellow colours with sheepskin noseband. And Miss Trickle is last of the six as they go to the second of 18 they'll jump this time. 3 miles of the trip. Highly unlikely. Good winner at Banwin last week when the outsider of 3. Continues to tow them along from the grey sang-froid, who was a winner over hurdles for Nick Williams. Patrick Tombaroo in the red and blue, racing on the inside. Then Miss Treacle, who's made places. PLO goes the outside route, and now Watch The Birdie is last, but only 4 lengths off the lead. As they go past the judge on the first circuit, highly unlikely. PLO wants to get closer to the pace, but going wider than the others. Patrick Tombaroo is on the inside in the red. Then a little breaker, it was only half a length to Miss Treacle and sang-froid, and continued to be held up is Watch The Birdie and the Lewis. And Miss Treacle has gone off the course and will shortly be pulled up as highly unlikely. Still continues to make it from PLO and Patrick Tombaroo, sang-froid. Anna Lewis still content to lay out the back on Watch The Birdie. She let the others get on with it, and having some trouble pulling up Miss Treacle, but it looks as though she may have her measure. And PLO came onto the lead, but has now been reined back off it. Highly unlikely, Patrick Tombaroo and PLO. And these 3 race 2 lengths clear from Watch The Birdie nearest to us in the red and white checks, and sang-froid. The grey is now the back marker of the remaining 5. And they continue to press the pace up front, 3 of them having it to go, anxious to maintain this pace. Highly unlikely, Patrick Tombaroo and PLO still going wider than the others. Watch The Birdie has now relegated sang-froid to last. They've all negotiated that island fence, so we wait for them now to come into the straight. Highly unlikely. Patrick Tombaroo goes the inside route while PLO continues to travel down the outside of them. Watch The Birdie's right on terms now, just a length behind PLO at this plain one. Still is a contested lead as it has been throughout. Patrick Tombaroo on the inside, PLO on the outside, racing between horses, highly unlikely. And Watch The Birdies close right in on them. sang-froid now is out the back as he prepared to negotiate this left-hand bend. Patrick Tombaroo has come to take it off, highly unlikely as PLO drops off the lead. Watch The Birdie's gone third, PLO weakening 4th, and sang-froid as they go down the back for the final time.
You never call it until you win.
Patrick Tombaroo trying to go clear of his field here from Watch The Birdie, who just jumped it in second. From the early leader, highly unlikely. PLO's been driven to maintain his place, and sang-froid is, he wouldn't just rule him out totally, and the leader just crashed straight through that. Patrick Tombaroo just couldn't be bothered. On the way to the final ditch, Patrick Tombaroo now being pressed by Watch The Birdie as they go to the final ditch. Both jumping okay. They are now pulled some way clear from the other three. Highly unlikely they're all struggling. Pirlo and Sang-Freud as these two leaders. The heavyweights in the bedding now go to the final fence down the back. They'll jump this as 4 from home. Watch the birdie, Patrick Tombarou, little between them, both of them fluid. Watch the birdie now trying to get the upper hand and goes length and a half too clear from Patrick Tombarou. Sang-Freud has gone into third rather, but he's a long way off these two leaders. And when I say these two leaders, it's now one leader, and it's Watch the Birdie as they go to 3 out. Coming clear from Patrick Tombarou, skipped over it, the leader. Hannah Lewis has a look over her left shoulder. She sees that Patrick Tombarou can do no more as they turn into the straight with two to jump. Watch the Birdies coming clear with every stride. Another look by Hannah Lewis. Patrick Tombarou is bravely trying to stay, but he's still got 4 or 5 or maybe 6 to make up as they go to 2 out. Watch the Birdie comes in, ears pricked. Hannah Lewis, she's got her ears pricked as well. Got in a little tight, but maintaining this advantage. Been unlucky all season, and it looks as if he's going to get his just deserves here. Watch the Birdie jumped in from Patrick Tombarou, who continues to stay on as he reaches to the judge. Watch the Birdie coming under pressure, but holding Patrick Tombarou. They're a long way clear from Sang-Freud, then Pirlo, and highly unlikely.
Could Paul Shear please come to the Secretary's tent as soon as possible? Paul Shear to the Secretary's tent, please.